Anyone looking at Nick Michelangelo for damage is both a silly ninja and going to be extremely disappointed. Nick Michelangelo was designed to do two things, heal and dodge, and he does both of them exceptionally well. The devs knew he was basically a cheat code, so they locked him behind the final story mode stage, and he is well worth the grind. Healing with a chance to dispel debuffs, raising dodge and crit rate, is very powerful, and why Nick Michelangelo stands as not just one of the best Nick Turtles, but one of the best characters in the game, period. He is also available early in the city at War and Mikey Madness challenges, so no ninja will have to go too long without him.
Shinigami, oh dear sweet Shinigami. Easily the most stylish character in the game. She'll always have a special place in our hearts, but she'll never have a place on any of our teams. Single-handedly the worst character in the game, Shinigami has few redeeming qualities. Her kit somehow finds the I in team, being the most selfish kid in the game. Shinigami will tell you she's a team player by guaranteeing defense down on the opponent, but don't be fooled, she's doing that for herself, not you. She'll go stealth and leave everyone behind to fend for themselves while giving herself debuff immunity before forgetting what she's doing and damaging herself over time. We wish she weren't so horrible, but avoid her at all costs.
Kunoichi April certainly exists. She isn't awful or amazing. She's just kinda there. Kunoichi April can raise her dodge and apply buff block on an unlucky opponent while having a guaranteed chance to lower another opponent's speed. She can heal herself and blast everyone with psychic energy at the expense of her defense. Again, we reiterate none of this is bad. In fact, this kid is pretty good. It just doesn't stand out from the crowded, heavy-hitting crowd. She isn't a waste of space like Shinigami, but you'll get better mileage out of Nick April.
Splinter is always the character we get the most questions about regarding our 2023 tier list. Why is he so low? We'll admit he is lower than he should be, but we were pretty miffed that the character we unlock isn't as broken as the character we face in the challenge. In reality, Splinter's ability to lower attack power and block abilities are very handy, as is his Nick Raff-like counter, complete with extra defense at its highest tier. Getting the most out of his class-specific buff requires some thought, or you could not think at all and be happy with what you get. Splinter's biggest crime is that he is forgetful, and deserved better considering who he is in the mythos.
Many consider Pigeon Pete an inferior version of Nick Michelangelo. But when Nick Michelangelo is so good, is that really a bad thing? With Pigeon Pete, ninjas are getting similar healing with a healthy side of ability cooldowns, along with higher dodge rate increases, albeit for a shorter period, that basically equals the same thing as his counterpart. With Pigeon Pete, ninjas won't have to worry about arguably the worst debuff, damage over time, since his passive erases it from the team. And the cherry on top of this hideous sundae, Pigeon Pete does respectful damage. Do not be misled. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Super Shredder is a beast, and everything you'd want in heavy-hitting might character. He can give himself armor, resist a killing blow, and provide the team with healing over time and defense up, while guaranteeing to slow down an opponent. He even takes one for the team by debuffing himself with accuracy down after wrecking the opposing team with his AoE. He has amazing stats to boot. Super Shredder is an amazing character and the second best Shredder in the game and deserves a spot on every ninja's roster.
Had we never embarked on this spotlight journey, Karai would have remained a top-tier character in our eyes. But alas, fate had different plans for her. Her claim to fame is still her passive, which remains one of the best in the game. Dodge Up is so massively broken, and getting it by just existing is too good. The issue then becomes the rest of her kit, which is completely overshadowed by Mondo Gecko, which causes her stock to plummet. Karai, being one of the weakest heavy hitters in the game, does her no favors, so none of her other abilities provide any oomph, and she floats away to the island of irrelevancy. We used to believe she was a great endgame project, but she's just not worth the resources when someone better exists.
Crang is the hardest and most time-consuming farm in the entire game. But is he worth it? Let there be no doubts. Crang is worth it. On top of fantastic stats, Crang brings the firepower you'd expect from a heavy hitter with dual AoEs, one with buff block, and the other with a modest 140% attack power increase. In addition, his basic has a chance for ability block, his passive returns damage to the enemy, and his buff gives the team both attack and crit, up to ensure the opponents get absolutely obliterated. Crang is one of the best characters in the game, so make sure you start that long, arduous grind to unlock and eventually 5-star this phenomenal character.